Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Simon the Water Raider, and currently I'm in the middle of nowhere. Well, next to the train station in my hometown. Pokemon Go came out in the UK yesterday, so we're going to have a bit of a wander around town. We're hanging out with Joey the charismatic panda later on. He lives next door to a beach, so we're going to go and see what we find. Hopefully there's going to be a few clips to see what we can pick up along the way and we can make a video out of it. So just say hi. As usual. Right, so we're at the train station. We're going to go check the gym out and see how we get on. Behind us is a poker stop for the motorcycle museum. Now weirdly there seems to be two for it. So if you know where we are and you know the station, if you're ever stuck waiting there, there's a gym there to gear your stuff up, and then two poker stops within a couple of steps. So
and then one further down the road, which is a little boat.
Okay, so that was embarrassing. I'm quite glad that wasn't on camera. Handy hint for newcomers: if you're at level 5, probably don't take on the gym just yet, because my poor team just got absolutely annihilated by a Fiero. So we're going to keep wandering around, see what more stuff we can find, and hopefully then that'll give us a bit more of the lovely juicy Stardust, and we can make our team a bit better. And frustratingly, my phone has decided to stop loading the game, so at the moment I'm just walking for the sake of it.
And I keep catching stuff, woo!
Yeah, so someone's keep nicking all my Pokemon. The thing I like about this game is that there's a couple of people a bit further up the road that we just sort of ran into. You could tell what they were playing because they had the phone out in front of them, sort of waving it around all over the place. And we were like, if you're looking for the Drowsy, I think it was. It's like, yeah, it's just over here. And you end up just like randomly interacting with people, and it's so cool. And considering how you come across trainers in the original games, it's very much in keeping as well. You just be sort of wandering around and you suddenly find someone else that's doing the same thing. You're like, oh yeah, what have you found? Or is there anything, is it worth walking up this road? That kind of thing. So that's really cool. The downside is, it's only been out for a couple of days in like the US and Australia. It only came out yesterday here. If you don't have a gyroscope in your phone like we don't, the AR mode doesn't work, so it sort of takes some of the enjoyment out of it. But it's been really fun so far. So we're sort of near the town centre at the moment, and there seems to be a lot more sort of poker stops and that kind of thing sort of up through the town, but much less Pokemon. And just as I was saying that to Hegel, we found a Nidoran over there, which we've not picked up yet. I'm enjoying this. Hopefully this is coming out okay when it comes to editing all the bits together. Apologies that we're not sort of showing too much on camera of the game itself, but I have no idea how to actually record it. My first egg's near hatching, so when we get to that, we'll try and all open that up together and we see what we get. Okay, I really need to stop trying to attempt the gyms because I just keep getting absolutely hammered. Hopefully with the stuff that we've picked up on sort of this loop round will then mean I can start upgrading stuff. We're doing a little bit of gamesmanship now, because there is a poker stop there and about where I'm standing, so we're sort of standing between the two of them and just grabbing as many as possible. So that's the plan anyway. Right, I don't know if you guys can see this.
Hang on.
My first egg is about to hatch. Brilliant, so another coffin to add to the collection from my first egg. Unfortunately, like, everything else is maxed out, so we've got to keep walking around and try and hatch as many as possible. But yeah, all going well, and finally, hopefully that came out okay so you guys can see some of the game on camera. Frustrating parts again, because you've got to report on the rough with the smooth. There was a jinx about there a minute ago. We're in sort of one of the local churchyards. I don't know if anyone else seems to have this glitch, but occasionally you get something in the Pokeball and it just sits there, and the game sort of, it hangs but it doesn't, like all the background stuff's still moving, but it doesn't tell you whether or not they've escaped or they're... And of course by the time I'd reloaded the game, somebody else had just pinched it, despite the fact she's already got 2. So I'm still missing a jinx. Apparently it's one of the updates they want to put in, is that you'll be able to trade it amongst yourselves soon, so hopefully they can put that in so I can get it back. Right, so we're back home from part 1. We had a sort of quite a long wander around town, so hopefully we're going to go and hang out with the charismatic panda a bit later on. He lives next door to a beach, so we'll go see what we find up there. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Apologies that there aren't too many sort of images of the actual game stuff. I just don't know how to sort of put that into video format yet, but I'll take some screenshots to go over the top of what I'm talking about now. Got nearly 4,000 Stardust on that troop round. We're up to about 18 unique Pokemon. Turns out the Jinx glitch, when I reset the game, turns out it did actually let me capture it, so yeah, got a jinx. We're up to, let's say I'm up to about 18 Pokemon now. We'll see how many we've actually caught, have a hunt through. So I'll try and take some screenshots to put up so you guys can see roughly what we got on our travels. We'll send them all off, level some stuff up, and then I'll put up sort of what team I want to run. We'll see how we get on.
Ready?
Okay, bit of a weird one. See if you guys can riddle me this. There's a pond behind me. The beach is there. And we've got no water types at all. There's like a snake somewhere, possibly an ecans or an arbok, you can't quite tell from the silhouette. There's a Voltorb about somewhere, but possibly an Oddish as well. So at the moment we've got absolutely no idea. Not working on his phone. Roos is kind of working, mine's still going at the moment, but we're finding absolutely nothing. We caught something, but it's not a Pokemon.
It's a jellyfish, Oman.
Tentacle? Tentacruel? I don't know. But yeah. Right, so the good news is we found a Krabby. The bad news is he's kind of in bits.
I don't think he's going to make it.
No. 412. We're still stuck on the beach. There's still no Pokemon, but we found a sunbathing Tangler. Tangler? Okay. Okay, here we go again. This is expedition number 3 now. Well, the beach was a total bust. We didn't find anything. The signal was bad. It didn't even, like, one of my ex claimed to hatch, but it didn't. It was all a bit strange. Apparently there's an Eevee somewhere nearby. He hasn't caught any Pokemon yet, so hopefully we're going to try
Got a Squirtle.
Well, other than his starter, obviously. So we're going to see what we can find. Fingers crossed. Literally walked a couple of steps from the car and there was an Eevee like here. Although according to Joey's one, it's down the alleyway somewhere. So he ran off not believing me, and I've now robbed it for myself, so... Apparently their servers are humbled by our incredible response. Got that Eevee, which you saw in the previous clip. Me and Joey split up to look for clues, going all Scooby-Doo up in this. And yeah, I can't get back in the game. At the moment, I'm waiting by the car, kind of worrying for myself really. I should have quit while I was ahead. We did the walk around town this morning, it went really well, but after that, it's gone terribly, to be honest. I was hoping to do this directly from where the lure was put down, but unfortunately someone was playing really loud music from their window, so yeah, the whole copyright thing, so I have to be careful with that. Having a few weird problems where I can't claim certain Pokestops, so we come over to this one and I've been able to get that one. A couple of Zubats and a Drowsy from the lure, but other than that, not a lot going on, so we'll move on. There's another one a bit further uptown, so we'll go check that out. Well, that was weird. Lures last half an hour, you whack them on your Pokestop, and it helps bring more Pokemon out. I don't know who's dropped the ones in town, but they seem to have placed them and disappeared, because I've not seen anybody about playing the game. Which is a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping to sort of get some group shots or something, or possibly talk to someone else as a bit more of an interactive experience, as it were. Stopping at some of the Pokestops in the local park, might drop some incense, have a wander around, see what we can find. The lure I got over there was a couple of Pidgeys, which isn't anything to shout about, but a Shelder, which I haven't got just yet. So, up to 19 unique so far. We'll keep going and see what we find. Okay, that was a classic. There's a gym here and a gym the other side of the gardens. Somebody was sitting by one of the trees that just hooked the gym. As I walked past, it went grey, so I just chucked one of mine in. Luckily, it turns out we're on the same team, so he wasn't too pissed off. So, just helped claim my first gym, which is really cool. Had a bit of a chat to the guy, we're seeing what else we can find. Annoyingly, over there, had a Nidoran, which, no, not Nidoran, it's the one up from that, so a Nidorino. I'll stick the screenshot up of it to prove that I did actually find it. Got it caught, it sat in the Pokeball, the game crashed. By the time it loaded back up, I lost a few minutes off my incense, and the bloody thing had run off. So, a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, we've done some good stuff. Well, it's not been going too badly, so there's a lure just over here, so we're going to go check it out. Had a Psyduck appear, the game crashed, reloaded it, Psyduck gone, Nidoran instead, so well, that'll have to do. Game crashed with, I caught that, but luckily it actually sort of added to my Pokedex. Psyduck then reappeared and I now have it. We found a Krabby as well, just picked up another Squirtle from over there somewhere. Been helping out a few other people as well who've been sort of staring at their phones blindly trying to work out where everything is. Just had some weird looks because I'm walking down the road talking to myself. You know what? This has been fun today. It's been really cool. Okay, this is a couple of days after the batch of recordings. They were all done on the Friday and Saturday after the game released. Obviously it's now Wednesday by the time I've come around to uploading it. I just realised I got through to the end of editing and I hadn't actually done an outro, so apologies for that. Thank you very much guys for watching. Thank you for bearing with me. I know a few times there's going to be a little bit of a trouble with audio quality. I was literally just recording off my phone. Wanted to see how it turned out and hope you guys appreciate it and that it's come out well. So yeah, thank you very much guys for watching. If you want to see us doing more Pokemon Go adventures than just wandering around town with a camera in my face, let us know what's going on. So hopefully the snapshots that I've taken on my phone have come up as well, just to see sort of what kind of stuff we've been catching. Thank you very much guys, and we'll see you all on the next level.